Hi everyone, I hope you're all. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for support. Big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Cardano is breaking out, okay? It's doing everything it needs to for continuation. Like I said to you, it's amazing how these things work. You were coming close and close to this apex. You fell out of this loss of support just here, and you've basically wicked off this trend line down here as a key level support. Look at that. Okay, so you're bullish, really, really bullish because you're making high lows. You've held a key level support, and like I said to you, if you lost this particular support right here, this would have been negative, and you could have potentially come down and retest these lows down here, okay, for Cardano. But what it's done, you've come towards the apex and you've got your breakout, so you're looking really, really good here. You're looking for a full retracement of this falling wedge, basically. That you know, so you could look at it as one massive big bull flag, okay, or bull pennant, whatever you want to call it. It's a level of resistance, a level of support. You're coming down and then you break out and you retrace, basically. And in the process of retracing, what you do, you'll always find resistance at the points of contact of each level of resistance that you create for yourself on the way down. So straight away, that's an important level of resistance just there, and equally that one, and then obviously the high. So you're going to see levels of resistance at these particular points for Cardano, okay? It's the way it works. So essentially you get a little bit of extended here, run into this and roll back to a key level support, coil up for the break, and again, you know, you're going to enter that key level support, resistance, sorry, come back to a key level support, coil up for the break, and then equally retrace to there. And that's the process in which it takes. You know, you're not just going to do this. You might do, but it's Cardano, it does move like that, but you're going to move impulsively, okay? You're looking at 3 impulsive waves here from this break. I think you're going to get this one, fall back, this one, fall back, this one, fall back, and then you're going to, you know, take off and break that high right there, because what you're doing right now, you're retracing basically to these key levels of resistance, okay, which you've created for yourself. It really is that simple. So I could be wrong. You could absolutely melt through this and take off and go into space, but right now I'm going to lay down these particular resistance levels that you do need to pay attention to, okay? So you've got one there at $2.44, you've got another one just there at $2.76, and you've got one just there as well at $3.09, which is the all-time high, isn't it? So, you know, for me right now, like I said to you, once you break that, you're looking at retracement, but you're also putting in a larger impulsive wave to a technical target that we've had for many, many moons. You know, I've been looking at a $4 price tag for Cardano when it was down there at 1 cent in the bear market, you know, and right now we're on the cusp of breaking it in this next impulsive wave, because this is how it all works. You know, you come up impulsively, you start to break through these levels of resistance in the Fibonacci here, and you start to break that, then you're in a technical target to the 16118 minimal, okay? And Bitcoin's reached 2 of those so far. It's looking for its third. It's cooling down a little bit and allowing the alts to come back up, which is amazing. It shows strength in the crypto market right now. You know, I don't even need to look at the total market cap. I can imagine that's absolutely exploding. There is a cup and handle pattern that's in there as well in the total market cap. You know, I will try and do an update on the total market cap. And once again, I must apologise for not doing a Cardano video for a while, because I've been a bit under the weather, but hopefully I can get back into the swing of things right here and keep you updated with what's going on. So yeah, so far so good. You know, you're looking at full retracement to this, to that, and then obviously that's our technical target once we break this high. It's all about breaking this high, okay? So if you're looking for a really good long up, just wait for the break of that high, and you've got a lovely little long up of around 34% on Cardano, which is a multi-billion-dollar market cap, you know, and that will be its technical target once it breaks that high. So I would imagine, you know, given the structure that Bitcoin's doing right now, you could be looking at that relatively soon once you get through these levels of resistance. So let's take a look a little bit more zoomed in here and see potentially what I'm going to do is leave that back in. I'm going to drop that technical target in just there like that. That's become a technical target that we're trying to get to, but it's all about breaking it high. You know, you could say you're going to get there, but you're not going to get there with confirmation until you start to come up and break these levels of resistance, okay? In the fibs, like I've taught you, start to break that high. You're looking at that, so you're looking at a beautiful 34% long up off the break of that high, okay? So remember that moving forward. So yeah, you're moving up impulsively, you're doing really well. You're breaking out of key level resistance right here, this trend line. Like I said to you, you know, come down, you've got this coiling up here into this apex, and you've got your break, okay? So yeah, I mean, just here, people getting scared, but it's still creating these higher lows, which is really, really bullish, you know. It is really bullish. It's only if you start to come down and lose that key level support, like I said to you, if you do start to lose that key level support, you're creating a high probability of coming down, retesting that low, and then losing this low and putting a new impulsive wave down here, okay? But what we've done here for Cardano, obviously, as you're fully aware, I think we've come up in wave 1, which I've shown you before, and this has been a wave 2 ABC. So something like this for Cardano, okay? You've come down at A, you've had your B, and you've had your C. So done. Your correction's done, hopefully right now, okay? And we've coiled up, and this is the formation of wave 1, taking taking us up to higher highs just here, okay, because it's all waves within waves. So for me, just to remind you, you've come up in this massive wave 3, you've had this wave 4 correction right there, wave 5 wave down, okay, then you've come up in a massive wave 1, wave 2, and right now you're looking like you're on the cusp of forming wave 3. Now wave 3, look at the size of wave 1, okay, so for me wave 3 is going to be larger than wave 1, because this is wave 1, look, this is wave 2, and right now you're looking at wave 3, and this is just all part of a larger 5th wave, which is going to take us up to that $18, which has always been my forecast for Cardano. Since day dot, since way down there when it was a cent, I've always had a forecast of $18 for Cardano. So yeah, it's doing it, it's moving there, and it's doing everything it needs to for the continuation of the bull right here. So yeah, basically Cardano, it's looking really, really tasty. So you've broken out, okay, you've run into a level of resistance just there. So what is the resistance? Potentially, look, like I said to you, you've got a W bottom pattern that's forming just there for Cardano. Let's take a look at this, look. So just there, some kind of ascending triangle. Like I said, I think it was this video or a different video. You can really see what you're doing. Look, ascending triangle, step up, you've got an ascending triangle, like here, look all that, boom, 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 boom. You break that, you come up here, you understand resistance, you've got a larger ascending triangle and a larger WW bottom pattern right there. Do you see that? So it's all patterns within patterns. Okay, let me drop that in. So that's the level of resistance where you ran into. Look at that. Okay, and you're calling back and you're right under that resistance, but it's a beautiful WW bottom pattern and essentially a larger ascending triangle that you're conforming to as resistance right now and support. Do you see that? So worst case, you roll back, bounce off this trend line once more. As long as you can continue to do this, you're still putting this high lows and you're creating this beautiful level of support and this beautiful level of resistance potentially moving forward. So you're working your way through the fibs and these levels of resistance, but right now you're in a technical target. If you break this high just here, this resistance, you will be in a technical target of a WW bottom pattern. Okay, so it's like that. So that will give you a technical target of around about $6.60 to $6, $2.61. Okay, so from that point of break right there, obviously you're going to run into resistance again, but you will be in a technical target around about 12%. Okay, so this is your level of resistance for Cardano that you do need to see it break. Okay, you start to see it break that, you're at least going to come up and tackle this level of resistance, which is a larger W bottom in a larger sort of pattern there. Look at that, boom, boom, boom. You're coming up, you hit that, roll back for support, potentially this trend line like that, and then you come out and then you're in a larger retracement pattern. It's all patterns within patterns. From there to there, you'll be looking at, once you break that level of resistance just there, you're well on your way to retrace these highs here. So this is how it works. So yeah, you're doing really well. You're doing everything you need to for continuation right here. Okay, break these levels of resistance, fantastic. Hold these levels of support, this trend line right now, equally fantastic for Cardano. So if you do start to see it come up, reject and roll, put some cheeky bids on this trend line, draw your trend lines in your charts, because this is where we see it bounce, and this is where you'll get a lovely opportunity going forward for Cardano. But so far so good. I mean, if it does continue from here to go on to our technical target above the 1618 in this bull market that we do find ourselves in, from this point right here, you're looking at a beautiful long up around about 78% on Cardano. So you could go for that if you want to go for that, but equally set stop losses, but in case it does roll, you don't lose too much money. Okay, take care, back soon with another Cardano update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.